Lil Nas X has finally did it. He has finally released a banger titled Hotbox after what feels like an eternity of misfires. But is it too late at this point? There's a few things working against Lil Nas X at this point. One being himself and his track record. Lil Nas X is a stunt king, and I'm not sure that the stunts he's pulled necessarily sets up a career for long-term sustainability. Controversy and pop careers go hand in hand. But I feel like in Lil Nas X's case, the gimmicks have defined him, he has not defined them. In a sense, it felt like the music was playing second fiddle to his controversies. We have to acknowledge though that Lil Nas X has broken barriers for gay pop, especially as a black man. And unfortunately, that's something that will likely work against him as well. That's just a sad reality. The world is homophobic. Lil Nas X is a hybrid, he's a pop star and a rapper. And while there is a rise of queer music on the charts ranging from Chaperone to Tyler the Creator to Troye Sivan, they all operate from different angles and have different advantages. As American society grows a bit more socially conservative again, I'm not so sure that people will be so eager to accept and push a black, overtly feminine hip-hop pop star that makes extremely gay music. Like yes, historically there have been wildly successful gay pop stars, but their art was a bit more ambiguous. It didn't talk about bottoming, topping, explicit gayness in that way. So in some ways, it regulates his music to appeal to more of a niche audience at this point. By the way, I'm not saying an explicitly gay song being successful is impossible to achieve, but it is harder. He obviously had Call Me By Your Name, which was massive, but it was a perfect storm of events, especially coming off of the success of Old Town Road. And yes, artists like Tyler the Creator openly talk about their love of man and is hugely successful and acclaimed. But Tyler the Creator has a very strong cult of personality, a very strong artistic identity and concepts. He has built up his base for years and years. His presentation is also not nearly as gay-centric or feminine, which differs a lot from someone like Lil Nas X, who can be more gay and feminine in his presentation, is just getting started, and has more general appealing radio hits. In some ways, I think centering the gimmicks was a slight mishap for Lil Nas X. At the same time, I think that's the only way he knew how. And obviously, it wasn't a total mishap as he's garnered a lot of success, but his artistry has really fallen under the weight of his gimmicks. Lil Nas X is not a standalone talent. We don't look at him the same way we look at someone like Billie Eilish or Frank Ocean. He's always played the gesture, trolled and blurred the lines of what's real and what's not, so much so that his most earnest moments have often gone unnoticed. He's not an exceptionally standout singer, rapper, or writer, but he represents a new era and a new kind of pop star, one that is heavily influenced by meme culture, and that has been an ultimate benefit and an ultimate challenge. And for him, will probably always be a career-long battle. Everyone knows he had the Montero album with songs like Call Me By Your Name and That's What I Want. My personal favorite from this era was Industry Baby. My favorite album track was Dead Right Now. I think it's a really nice display of Lil Nas X being earnest and introspective. Following this album, he has struggled quite a bit to release something that has grabbed as many ears and been as well received as anything from that record. It's really the song J. Christ that has done the most damage to his image, and I think turned a lot of people off. Even people who were Lil Nas X enthusiasts were like, this ain't it. He had already become an expert at pissing a lot of people off with his mega hit Call Me By Your Name, which is the song that officially established him as Lil Nas X and not just the Old Town Road guy. It's one of those moments that have been inducted into Controversial Pop Moments Hall of Fame. Him doing the lap dance on the devil, the Satan shoes, and it essentially being a message on being told that you're going to hell for being gay. I respect the message of the song, but I always thought the message itself was greater than the song. And I think for a lot of people, Lil Nas X just kind of toys the line of being a true blue pop star, but also a meme. He is not yesteryear's pop star, he is a digital pop star. A pop star that grew up online, and it overflows in his art, so much so that sometimes you don't know what is real or what is not, because he loves to troll. And while Lil Nas X has undoubtedly mastered causing controversy, I don't think he's mastered not getting lost in controversy. Cause the controversy, don't let it be the cause of you. And honestly, given Lil Nas X's track record, I thought he moved with a bit more precision. which is why it's a little surprising to me that J. Christ even happened. This guy's the social media guru, he loves to troll, he has you beat at your own game, or so he thought. There's various things wrong with J. Christ. One, it's not a good enough song to justify the controversy, and it really falls under the weight of the controversy. There's no message here, it's not a great song, and it's Lil Nas X trying to repeat the Call Me By Your Name rollout that happened literally just a couple years before this song was released. And I think at least in public perception, it painted him as a one-trick pony who might not have had many more ideas left. And for people that didn't take Lil Nas X seriously, it's just kind of like the meme has run its course. Needless to say, I think this song did a lot of damage to his public image. I often wonder if he had led with a really good song that wasn't relying on controversy, if it would have fared better. He had the song Light Again, which is fine and a well-produced dance track, but definitely not his most memorable song. It made me wonder, what is Lil Nas X without controversy or a cartoonish gimmick? Is that the most interesting thing about him? Is that where his strengths lie? More than anything, I think he's been trying to find his pocket post Montero and throwing different ideas at the wall. I was very eager when he teased Hotbox. I thought it sounded good. It actually lingered in my head from the snippet alone. And I think the full song delivered. I think it encapsulates a lot of the best qualities about Lil Nas X without all the bells and whistles. It's fun, it's catchy, it's a little animated, it's banking on that 2000s resurgence that we have going on right now. It sounds like a Pharrell or the Neptunes track. I love the cadence, I like the hook. It's also a 3-minute song. Lil Nas X singles can sometimes skew towards the shorter side. The bridge goes off, you can hear the Andre 3000 influence in some of Lil Nas X's ad-libs and mannerisms. It's not a song that's reinvented the wheel, but I think it's a good, catchy pop song. It sounds like a summer hit. I hope this is the first of many bangers to come from Lil Nas X, and not only a return to form, but also a bit of an evolution, because it's needed.